have you been before in Hungary, or this is the first time?
Yeah, I've been here to Hungary. In 2022 I raced here with W Series actually, so I mean it wasn't a lot of track time, but from the short run that I did have here, I absolutely love the track. I think this is one of my favourites, and although it didn't show it in qualifying, I think it goes to a lot of my strengths. It's a track that suits me a lot, and yeah, the city as well. I just think it's absolutely beautiful, and I'd come here every year if I could.
Well, you left the F1 Academy as a champion. What did it to you, but it's helped you in the field of boys?
Yeah, I mean, last year I raced in British F4 as well as F1 Academy, and it was a tough year, although it looks like it was perfect from the outside. There was a lot of work that went into it, and yeah, it just kind of, I got a lot of experience around some big tracks, and also the limited track time actually taught me a lot, how to get on it quickly and to be adaptable, and you know, all of a sudden we've got 4 free practices and I've got so much time, and it's making the most of that time it feels almost strange but yeah, it was super useful last year, and the results were mega, but yeah, some things that I again missed today, but that I learned, you know, getting on it in qualifying is super important, and getting on the limit and finding that limit, going over it a little bit to bring it back is super important.
How did you handle the more attention last year in F1 Academy, and is it easier this year in GB3 or?
Yeah, last year there was a lot of attention. I think there was no you know, hiding the fact that there was a lot of media attention, and yeah, I mean, it's so nice seeing all the people supporting, and even here in Hungary there's already been so many fans, and all the other races as well we've done, and it's a little bit different actually this year. It's because there's not as many restrictions, whereas F1 Academy it was all blocked off, the paddock was closed, whereas here everyone can get like right up close to the car and even closer sometimes. It can be quite intense. You know, I can literally get out of my car. I literally went to the weigh-in scales after qualifying, and I've got people coming up to me. It's definitely different, but it's nice that the fans can get so close. Obviously F1 there's quite a lot of restrictions, but I just love to see it, and obviously the fans here in Budapest have so much passion.
In the Netflix series, one of my favorite scenes with you was when all the other girls were partying and taking selfies, but you seemed bored and jumped in the pool. Is that really you? Don't like these girly things?
Yeah, I mean, like I get dressed up and go to, you know, some awards, or, you know, meet my friends, but yeah, this is what my someone helps me with my social media, always gets on at me to take photos and take selfies. It's the last thing in my head. Like I'm always too busy chatting and so on, and yeah, taking selfies is not my strong suit, and also just like, you know, everyone's a bit self-conscious, and it's the last thing I think I want to do. So yeah, I thought being in the pool was much more exciting at that point, but you know, it's no, you know, the girls, I love all the girls from F1 Academy last year, and you know, we all had a good laugh. You know, what you don't see is that clip. We were there for like 3 or 4 hours almost, and yeah, it got to the point where there was not too much to say, so yeah, just jumped in the pool.
If you would have a chance to give an advice for a 14-year-old girl who is in karting today, what would be that advice that you didn't get at that age but would be helpful?
I think to any young girl or boy coming into the sport, I think just give it a go, see if you enjoy it, you know, driving, and if you don't enjoy the driving part, there could be an aspect for you to be involved in being an engineer or a mechanic, or there's always a way that you can be involved. But also I think something that was really important when I was younger, and my dad, that you obviously see in Netflix, really instilled in me when I was younger, was to have fun. Like, don't put too much pressure on yourself, and I kind of find myself, even, you know, this weekend, actually I need to take a step back and just enjoy myself, not put too much pressure on myself, and that's, you know, throughout my whole career I think I've been quite good at doing that, and sometimes I can slip back into being a big critic of myself, and I think, you know, constructive criticism's good, and you know, being hard on yourself and knowing when you need to be better, but also appreciate all the good things that you're doing as well, and just have fun.
What is your absolute dream, the realistic goal of your career?
I mean, you know, any driver in my position wants to get to Formula 1, and that's still the goal. But you know, I've just signed with Formula E, the Nissan Formula E team, as a rookie and sim development driver. So really quite exciting. You know, years ahead with them, and who knows what could happen. There's so many different avenues in motorsport. You know, there's endurance racing as well. Everyone focuses on F1, but there are so many different professional roles you can take. So yeah, I mean, obviously I want to be driving, but even, you know, in the commentary side, I've done a little bit of F1 Academy now, and that's really, you know, I've really enjoyed doing that. Who knows, you know, but yeah, being at the pinnacle is the goal.
Thank you very much.